Sound off like you've got a pair, and welcome back to PFC Havok's Kerbal Space Program Career Missions. In the last episode, we left off having flown our aircraft to two different locations to gather atmospheric pressure science. To complete several contracts. We're going to pick up a few more contracts. We're going to upgrade some of our facilities since we now have 413,000. And I am thinking we're going to upgrade the astronaut complex so that our Kerbals can perform EVAs. While we're in space, we can do EVAs and do reports and gain science from that. And that's only a 75,000 upgrade. Get that done. And the vehicle assembly building, right now our max parts supported is 30. I'm going to upgrade that to 255 and be able to actually do basic action groups as well if necessary. Which is going to lower our money down some, but that's alright. We're going to go to mission control. And we have some new missions. We can test the Spark liquid fuel engine at the launch site, so we're definitely taking that. That's an easy one science. Easy money. We're going to test, where is it, the hammer solid fuel booster at the launch site. Again, one science, easy science. We are going to also do the heat shield test. So we're going to have to take that up and come down with it to test that. And the RE-15 skipper also needs to go up and come back down. Oh, we're already at our max contracts. Never mind. So we've got a few that we could test at the launch site. Where are they at? Let's get our command vessel and the Spark. Test the Spark at the launch site. Let's get some. Well, let's just plop that on there. Doesn't matter. What else can we test at the launch site? The 2.5 meter heat shield. So thermals, 2.5 meter heat shield. Plop that there. Both of those test at the launch. Oh, we can do the hammer as well at the launch site. Almost forgot about that. Where's the hammer? Might as well put a parachute on it as well, since this will. Actually, this is going to be an interesting set of tests. There's coupling. Coupler, our engine, our hammer, and a parachute, so we can bring this whole damn thing back intact. Actually, no, we won't put a parachute on there. It seems to be. Launch. So we have tests to run at the launch site. I believe just run test. Awesome. Run test. Awesome. Should be able to run test. There we go. Our SAS on. That's all three tests completed. I'm not too concerned. Let it tip over a little bit, that's fine. Such a non-aerodynamic vessel. Just try to get rid of. Yep. Flip this bad boy around. When we get further to the surface, we will deploy our chutes. Come in for a nice, safe landing. No crew reports. accelerate down. We have completed that. 4,500 and a science. 4725 and a science. Slow her down. That's what happens if you don't slow it down. We did not slow that down and crashed. So we have to do it all over again. That happens. Yes. And next time we will not time accelerate into the planet. It was my failure. Some more, let her come down some more. I'm going to turn SAS off. No point wasting that electricity. Doesn't seem like these parachutes actually carry the vessel down very well. We're still coming down 20 meters a second. That's quick. Again, time accelerate. We've completed our 3 missions. And this time we are not going to time accelerate into the planet. We're into the ocean. More coffee. Coffee is extremely important to rocket science. Alright, slow her down. Again. Alright, we... going to relaunch this for a 3rd time. This time we're going to jettison the heat shield. So you get to see some failures. But it's good that we can revert back to launch. Otherwise our poor little Jebediah would be lost forever. And we never turned on SAS. Who cares? Old Jebediah don't care. That is wobbly. Let's deploy the parachutes now, see if we can get this to slow down more. Stabilize. There we go. Those chutes to fully deploy. There we go. We're gonna jettison that heat shield. That is still coming down quick. These parachutes are not very good. Note for the future, do not use these parachutes. At least for capsules. If we got a probe coming in or something like that, sure, why not, but does not carry these capsules down very well. And hopefully it doesn't explode on impact. We're not going into the water this time, so that's kind of scary. Coming right down onto the sand. Do not blow up. Do not blow up. Do not blow up. Oh, wow. We survived. amazing. Alright, we're going to recover the vessel. Completed those contracts. We've got 41 science now. Let's see, what are we sitting at? We need 45 science. Next, we're going to research the general construction, because that'll allow us to bring a crew cabin, and we can carry more people with us. I also like the struct connectors and the launch stability enhancers. Those are very nice. Flight control, don't really care about that right now. Once we get the general construction, we can build larger vessels, carry more people with us, and start increasing our science. But let's see what missions we have available. Ooh. No, can't do that. Can't do that. Can't ferry anybody yet. Orbiting. Skipper landed. And we will do that at a later date. But right now, we're going to attempt to put somebody into orbit. Attempt. Let's do that ship. Do a proper parachute. And we want to payload. We're going to carry some science stuff with us. See if we can get some thermometers up there. Barometric pressures. Do a mystery goo. Close that. We're gonna, in fact, put storage container there, parachute there, and see, read up on these. How good are they? I'm gonna put 2 of these on either side. Those are good parachutes. Those are big old gnarly parachutes. We're gonna put that capsule there, and we're gonna do heat shield. That's what we're bringing home. Coupling. But just below that, put another science capsule. I don't want to have to try to land with the Science Junior on board as well. It's going to be heavy, it's going to be burning up in the atmosphere and all that, but we can carry that back home. We don't need any communication devices. We don't need extra electricity. We don't need any of that ground stuff. We do need fuel tank. We're going to go for Terrier engine up in space. It's a very efficient engine in space. That'll help us round out the orbit. Now, get some of these bigger fuel tanks. Alt left click to copy. Alt left click to copy those 2. So we don't have to worry about parts now. We just need to worry about the mass, the size. That's it. We're going to copy one more. An engine on there. We're going to put the swivel. We're going to do coupling. Do 3. I think we're going to... Do we have thumpers? Yeah, we're going to do 3 thumpers. It's going to take us up. Hopefully that gets us into space. Some intergalactic space nipples. And some ability to drive this thing, to turn it in ammo. Put those fins right down there. Gives us the ability to turn it while in ammo. And that looks good. We've got all the little doohickeys we need. This should be able to put us into orbit. Yeah, I believe we'll be able to get to orbit. We're bringing science gear with us. We'll be able to bring her home. Turn on our SAS. Everybody ready? 3, 2, 1, launch. We're going to do an equatorial orbit. That is one of my favorites. I prefer to do equatorial orbits. So in the off chance that I actually have enough fuel, enough power, enough delta V to make it to Mun, it's an easy, quick shot. Getting some good speed. Don't like it going that fast because now it's wobbling. I don't want it to fall apart. We are still really low into the atmosphere. And we are beyond our gravity roll height. Way too fast. Way too powerful. We're going to jettison the solid fuels. Give it a second. We're going to throttle up and engage our liquid fuel. Slowly turn her over. Slowly get her tipped over so that we can circularize our orbit. Get a good arch before we actually circularize. 20-degree tip. Where are we at? Yeah, we want to arch this over way more. Keep it on our orbital circle. Get it nice and arched. We've got plenty of... Oh yeah, we are definitely going to make an orbit. Rock it over some. We can now start to stretch it out even more. We don't need to be a high orbit. I don't care about being way up there. I just want to orbit. Because actually, achieving orbit should give us science. Because it'll be a task. Let's delete these contracts that we've already completed. So if anything new pops up, we can see it. Any of our achievements pop up there, we'll be able to see it. Good equatorial orbit path. Good flight path. So, plenty of fuel left in that engine. Stretch it way out. Start to tip it down because I don't want to climb too high. Bring the height down some. 100,000's good. Look at that. We are definitely going to have a nice orbit. Nice orbit. We could probably cut the engines and just glide the rest of the way. But while we are up here, we might as well get some science. There's our Science Junior. Observe Materials Bay. Excellent. We're going to keep that experiment. And we're going to transfer that data up there. Yep. Remove the data. That is fine. Open our doors. And we're going to get a good view inside of some log pressure data. Keep that. We can keep that on board because we're bringing this all down with us anyways. I guess we've don't want to get that temperature scan. Reset. Don't want to do that temperature scan yet because we can actually, once we're in orbit, science seems to change a bit. Do it. See if we can do a crew report. Nope. Reset that experiment. No point. Use up some of that fuel just to burn that. Burn that off. We don't want to continue gaining altitude. We do want to continue moving forward. I don't want to burn the rest of that off. That is fine. bring this bad boy home. But I can continue to circularize. With this motor. There we go. We've got an orbit. We've got an orbit. Rotate this bad boy around. Let's see. We got 2 science just for entering orbit. That is awesome. What else did we get? Oh, we got 6 science there. And we got 6 science there. That is awesome. We've got so much science for this. Let's get ready to bring her home. But as we are in space, we can transfer the data from there up to there. Log pressure data. Keep that. That's twice as much. Log temperature. No, won't let us. Alright, that's fine. That is fine. Anything to do with the fuel tank. Where is our... There it is. Observe our mystery goo. Keep that. It is fine if we transfer that up to there just to keep it nice and safe. We will do an EVA as well. We're going to get around to the light side. Let's close those doors. No need to have those open. Do an EVA. Now we can do EVAs in space, so we can do EVA reports, an EVA report, keep that data, reboard. We are going to try to bring her home. See, yep, we have killed our orbit. That is great. We didn't even need this motor. I was afraid we would, but we didn't. Just time accelerate some. Get her home as soon as possible. Looks like we're going to land on the ground. Well, we've got enough parachutes. We're getting close to the atmosphere. And then we just burn off this fuel. That is fine. This will definitely kill off our orbit massively. Look at that. Cannot reset our goo canister, but that is okay. Depending on where we land, depending on the biome we land in, we may actually be able to get pressure, temperature. I believe we do not have a crew report. Nope, we do not have a crew report. So we'll be able to do a crew report on the surface. That'll get us more science. We've performed a spacewalk. That gave us science. That is awesome. Getting plenty of science this trip. Excellent. Burned off the fuel from that. Gonna jettison all of that. Trying to bring her home intact. Make sure her ass is pointed towards the planet. Once we start to burn up, I'm going to exit the time warp. Actually, I'm going to line her up properly again. Time warp some more. Getting close. Oh, there we go. We got plasma trails. We got the plasma trails. Very hilly terrain below. Hopefully we kill off our speed quickly. There we go. There we go. Wish we had air brakes. We are slow enough that we can actually open the chutes yet, but we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait till we're closer to the surface. Can we do a crew report from here? Nope. But we are over the grassland, so I don't think we're gonna be able to do any good science here. Deploy parachutes at 4,000. Slowing us down. We can turn off SAS now. She's fully deployed. That is a good slow speed. I'm going to time excel, just because there is no point in waiting. At 4 meters a second, falling from 1,200, it's taken us forever. I'm just going to wait this one out. While we're doing that, let us see, can we do any science? Just transfer the data up there. Oh, guess we can't store all that. Let's see. Log temperature. Yeah, that's 5 signs right there. Happy with that. Close. Crew report. Nope. Stop our time excel because we don't want to crash. The physics in this game is really good, but the time excel messes it up a lot. Looks like we got grassies. Yeah, there's grass. Open it up. Transfer the data up there. Log the temperature again. Can we still can't, it won't allow us. Alright. It won't allow us to do that. Can we do a crew report? Keep that experiment. That is awesome. Do an EVA. EVA report. Nope. Cannot do an EVA report. That's fine, that's fine. Let us recover our vessel and see exactly all that we have acquired. Hopefully we have enough science to do more research. Expand our facility. 125 science. That is awesome. That is super awesome. That means we can do general construction, leaving us with 80. Flight control. We don't need flight control, but that puts us 10 away from getting all of these. This is research for 90, but we don't have 90 science. I don't know why it's leaving that open. I think what we will do next is, I think electronics. I think electronics is what we'll do next, because the solar panels and the probodyne allows us to, gives us access to, yeah, not enough science, gives us access to doing satellite missions. And satellite missions are rather easy, but they offer good rewards, very good rewards. So I will leave the video off now. We will check out, explore the Mun. That's awesome. We will check out some of the what missions we can accomplish. So observational flights above. Yep, above. Can't ferry any tourists yet. We don't have access to that. Do we? Did we research that? We researched general construction, so no, we can't ferry anybody. Yeah, we can with the crew cabin. We can. We can totally do tourists now. Ferry a VIP to our destination. Suborbital spaceflight. Can do. And 4 tourists. We can't carry 4 people yet. I don't believe. Let's see what the crew capsule. Nope, can only carry 2. So we can do a suborbital flight. Control. We can ferry a VIP. Yep, we can do suborbital spaceflight on Kerbal. All we have to do is go up and come back down. We don't even have to orbit. That's a good amount of money. 19 reputation for it. That's good. Have plenty of time to complete that, so we're gonna accept that right away, right now. But we'll go further into space. I'm gonna attempt to do a further trip, higher orbit. Get more science out there. We may attempt to do some more science around Kerbal itself, hit different biomes, get science from those biomes. But all we need is 10 science. That's it, and we can do the electronics, and that will expand what we can do. And then later on we can do aerodynamics, which makes our aircraft that much better. Like, that much better. Absolutely love it. But I will see you in the next video. For now, happy travels, safe flights. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, give a like, add a comment, and I will see you in the next video.